Okay, now that we know how to greet each other and we know how to fall into the on guard position, we're going to go over basic footwork. The first of that is the step and slide. As the name implies, is a motion that comprises of two elements, stepping and sliding. Although it shouldn't be as pronounced as I will demonstrate it, but this is for clarity. Okay, now we're in our on guard position, strongest weapon forward. In this example, I'll do it with right-handedly because the majority of you will possibly be right-handed. The step and slide is as follows. It covers a small distance, and I lead with the foot of the direction that I'm traveling in. I'm going to start with the forward direction. I'm stepping forward, small step, maybe half a foot, give or take, not too big. I need to retain my stability and mobility, so if I'm making too big steps, I cannot maneuver as easy, so make them smaller. So about half a foot, and then I'm sliding my rear foot the same distance, so that I am again in that same comfortable on guard position, basal position. Okay, so from my starting point, small step forward, slide my rear foot in. From the side, small step forward, slide my rear foot in. Small step forward, slide my rear foot in. If I were to go backwards, I'm going to move my center of gravity ever slightly forward, so it makes it easier to move that rear leg. Step, and I slide. Again, I need to find my on guard position. Again, between every movement. I should be able to find that back rather easily. So if I'm going forward or backwards, the distance that my front and rear leg cover remains the same. Half a foot with my lead foot, half a foot with my rear foot. And it's a matter of practice. You need to be able to feel it. Your center of gravity will always need to be in the middle. Similarly, when you're moving back and forward, I should not suddenly find myself too narrow or too wide. So develop that body feel, go slow. This is very important. Get the basics right. Program your signals from your brains to your muscles and your coordination in the right way. Because if you start to make mistakes now, they become ingrained and they will be very difficult to unlearn. So take your time with these things. Don't go too fast. Rome wasn't built in one day, as they say. Same applies to your Jeet Kune Do training. You will not be able to do it just like that. It requires training and repeating. Some people might find this boring, others have no problem with that, but I'm afraid it is something that is necessary. So, again, step and slide, small steps, backwards and forwards. And you can play with it a little bit. Make one forward, one backwards, or make two backwards, two forward. Now, another variation of the step and slide is the sidestepping. Remember what I said in the beginning, the direction of travel determines which foot moves first. So if I'm going forward, my front foot moves first. If I'm going backwards, my back foot moves first. If I move to my right, guess what? My right foot moves first. If I move to my left foot moves first. So now I have four directions that I can play with and practice. Forward, backwards, right, left. Okay, and any combination you want. Just play with it, find your feet, feel the balance, and don't make your steps, be it sideways or forward or backwards, don't make them too big. You need to be able to respond quickly. It's better to make two small steps to gain a certain distance or cover a certain distance than one big one, because while that big one is on the way, you cannot respond if there is suddenly an attack that you need to respond to. While you're airborne, so to speak, stepping a large distance, you may get hit. So small movements. These steps, these footworks, are not necessarily used for attacks or defensive maneuvers. They are made to adjust the distance to maintain the so-called fighting measure. See you next time.